Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the meditation session segment of the day. My name is Malika Devi. I am actually graduated last week, so I am Reverend Malika Devi now. Thank you. It's ironic that I get to do meditation first. This is my favorite thing to do as a reverend and sharing with you all. Thank you all for being here. I am dedicating this session to my friend Karen Gidley. I am hoping she's watching online. Today's session is the guided meditation on helping you let go and accept change. That's actually coming into my life, so I thought I'll share that with you all. If you feel comfortable, you could close your eyes or bring your eyes in a downward. I'm going to read a short paragraph before I begin. One of the hardest part of life for me, and I think for everyone I know, is that it is always changing. And sometimes in unpleasant, unpredictable, and unplanned ways. And when change happens like this, things that we do not want to happen, someone we love dies, or we have a breakup or a divorce, maybe an injury or an illness of ourselves or others, or even getting fired, then we struggle not only from the pain of this loss, but from the unexpected nature of it. Part of the reason for this upset is because so little is in our control. One of the hardest part of life for me, and I think for everyone I know, is that it is always changing. So as you settle into your seat, notice your feet, your seat, your belly, and just bring your attention to your forehead, your cheeks, your jaw. Allowing the sound of this music enter into your ears. Allowing taste to enter your mouth. If you can, put your hand on your belly. Just notice how you feel your belly inflates as you inhale, and it contracts when you exhale. Call upon someone you know who's struggling right now. You could maybe imagine that they are here with you. Visualize them. Or just have a sense of their presence. If you like, put your hand on your heart and silently offer them this phrase. May you be at peace with the change in life. May you be peace with the change in your life. May you be peace with the change in your life. Continuing silently repeating this as though you are giving a gift of this. Where is your attention? If you lose connection with this struggle being, reconnect, begin again. May you be peace with the change in life. Put your hand on your heart and connect with yourself. You can imagine that you're looking in the mirror. Imagine yourself as a child. Just connect with your beautiful presence. Give yourself the same wisdom. May I be at peace with the change in my life. May I be at peace with change in life. And continue just a moment or two. Give yourself this compassion and wisdom. where your attention is. If you lost your connection to yourself, and gently come back, reconnect. May I be at peace with the change in life. As you keep the connection with yourself, now include that first being and perhaps everyone that you know and love. May we be at peace with the change in life. All the living creatures in this ecosystem we call Earth. All of us struggle with change, with loss, with impermanence. Giving your wisdom and your kindness and your good heart to all of us, including yourself. May we all be at peace with the change in life. May everyone be at peace with the change in life. As we conclude this meditation practice by thanking yourself for your good intention, for your beautiful heart, for these joyful efforts. Remember that you can practice this way wherever you need, whenever you need it. Stop, feel your feet, your hands on your heart, and say to yourself, may I be at peace with the change in life. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me today. Our celebration will start at 10:30.
Good morning, everybody, Grand Rising. So, welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Cape Coral. And I guess, what are we going to do? Please silence your phone. Welcome. We are celebrating your spiritual magnificence. And Ernest Holmes is the founder of our philosophy, and we recognize the truths found in all spiritual teachings, both traditional and contemporary. For more information about the Science of Mind philosophy, you can visit our information table in the back or our website at cslcapecoral.org. So welcome, everybody, and let's welcome the Big Love Band.
Morning. One big family. So feel free to stand. We'll get your blood flowing this
We
morning.
know you know the words. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Those guys.
Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
See the light in everybody you meet. So with that, let's say our welcome blessing together. We're going to warm up those hands and turn to each other and say, welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. We know who you truly are. You are the spiritual image and likeness of God. We appreciate you, we love you, and we are thankful you are here. Welcome to the center. And at this time, any young people we may have here today are ready to go to their classrooms if they'd like to. Or some older people can go too, I don't care. And I just want to say thank you to Malika Davey, who is holding our high watch today during service. Reverend Malika Davey, RSE, yes. I hope you guys didn't disturb her meditation during that, because she is holding the high watch for our celebration, and that means that Malika is maintaining a high consciousness through meditation, realizing the wholeness for our community and the highest and the best for our attendees, service teams, and our guest speaker, who that's going to be fun. And so, moving along, in that vein, for us to attract our new minister, we need to become that which we desire. So let's please repeat our community affirmation. We are a loving and heart-centered community. We are dynamic and charismatic, steeped in science of mind. We are all visionaries, inspired and motivated into action, doing so with joy, laughter, fun, and humor, and so it is. And our statement for our new minister, let's repeat this. Our new minister is loving and heart-centered. They are a dynamic and charismatic speaker who is steeped in science of mind. As a visionary, they inspire the community, motivating us into action, doing so with joy, laughter, fun, and humor, and so it is. And let's let love lead the way. Take it away, Big Love Band.
Love lead the way. Oh, oh, let love lead the way. Let love lead the way. When we can't see eye to eye, no matter how we try, we can find our harmony. You sing along with me.
way. Yes, let love lead the way. Oh, let love lead the way. Now let love lead the way. One more time. Sing it. Let love lead the way. Yes, let love lead the way. Whoa, now let love lead the way. Now let love lead the way.
I'm kind of noticing a theme here about love. And Bridge Minister meet and greet, we had one the other evening. It was very nice, but Reverend Denise Schubert will be here speaking on next Sunday. And then afterwards, from noon to 2 p.m., there'll be a meet and greet for those of you that weren't able to make it on Friday. And you could come and talk to her and toss around some ideas and just meet her. She's a lovely person. And we're looking for team leads for the activities team. So that is either I or Linda. And if we want to continue to have events going on, we need to have some people to come and take charge of these events. And February 23rd, 2 to 3 p.m., everyone is welcome to attend our first healing circles after the community potluck. So there's a love offering, and Donna Nelson, I think, over there, she's in charge of there. If you have any questions, you can see her about that. And an evening with the songwriters, Ralph. Does anybody here know Ralph Leesburg? You ever heard of him before? And Bill Metz, that name is kind of vaguely familiar too. So they're going to be here, what's that, the 21st, the Friday? Friday the 21st, 7 to 9:30 p.m., $20 love offering. That's fun. I attended last year. That was really very nice. I don't know who else attended. And I'm amazing. Yes, I am. Thank you. Oh, that's for the Big Love Band. All right. Well, take it away, Big Love Band.
Talk to you. This might sound strange, and you probably think I'm crazy and I lost my mind. Okay, I'm amazing, I'm incredible, I'm a miracle, a dream come true. I'm marvelous, feel it down in my soul. I know that I am you and you are me. Oh, oh. And I'm grateful for the simple things that we take for granted every day. Listen, I can walk, I can talk, I'm amazing, I'm incredible, I'm a miracle, a dream come true. And I'm marvelous, I'm beautiful, guess what? So are you. That don't mean we're better than anyone, anything. It's a call to come together what? So are you. Guess what? So are you. That's right. So are you.
Yes, everyone here is incredible and amazing. And Pam has something she wants to read because it just says how incredible and amazing our center is.
Good morning. So my name's Pam Lambert, and I'm a practitioner here at the center. And if you remember, we have had after Milton and Helene, I think it is, we had some baskets out, and we were collecting money for people for either Asheville or Sarasota. We heard CSL Sarasota had a lot of damage to their congregants had a lot of damage. And so we collected money, and also we as a board decided to give the proceeds of our spooktacular that we had in the fall to put the money together to give to CSL Sarasota, and if they had anything left over or no longer had a need for it, they were going to send it on to Asheville. And so we did send the money, and Reverend Teresa Fiebert at Sarasota sent us back a lovely note, and it was on the bulletin board, and we wanted to read it so you know that she is acknowledging, and we are acknowledging, your generous heart in helping these people. So Reverend Teresa said, "To all our friends at CSL Cape Coral, we love you and appreciate you. Thank you for your generous gift to our We Are One fund that was established during the 2024 hurricane season. We found unexpected gifts in every step of recovery. In fact, we celebrate 2 families on Siesta Key moving back into their homes just this week. Roofs, air conditioning, furniture. I know you know we share the experience of Florida Gulf Coast storms. 3 families will share in your gift. Checks are being issued today. Thank you. Big love is sent in return. Love and blessings galore. Reverend Teresa and your CSL friends in Sarasota." So, congratulate yourself that we were able to help 3 families, anyway, from your generous gifts. Thank you.
Okay, so Friday night, I know it's Valentine's Day night, but we're having game night anyway, so come on down. And we will need some help, if possible. We'll get the strong young men that we have here to come out and help move some tables for the concert Saturday night with Eddie Watkins Jr. So that's going to be awesome. And he requested that we kind of have a dance party. So we're having a dance party this coming Saturday night, February 15th, from 5 to 6:30. The admission is $30, and it's right here at your center. And it's not too late for some folks, so, come on out. It's going to be a blast. I want to welcome John Coriel. Wonderful, marvelous, amazing, just like the song says. RSCP, one of our wonderful practitioners here, to come up and deliver this week's reading. Welcome, John.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't know if you've ever heard Mr. Kenny Watkins. Yeah, he's just a tremendous, I want to say bass player. I think he is. Yeah, bass player and singer too. It's amazing. You certainly would enjoy him, I'll tell you. And right now, we are going to, ahead of our reading here for this morning, go into the silence for a moment, taking into the silence a person or a situation in your life that's not of your liking, shall we say. There's a time for holding someone or some situation in the light and bringing it into your own mind, into your own heart, this person or situation, as we enter just a couple of moments of silence. And our reading for this morning is a blessing as this service, this celebration service is blessed. We awake and refresh, a great thing to keep in mind during each and every morning when you wake up, renewed and experiencing the very best from the glorious day, and one therefore receiving only the very best and expecting just that. We relax and let me, the Spirit, take hold. Never start the day from a sustained or fulfilled tension, but just sleep and rest and let Spirit take hold. Today has been no blemishes on it as we started off a new day, and so we keep going that certain way, keeping our consciousness raised to the highest and to see most wonderful happenings in this wonderful day. And as the song mentioned earlier, seeing the light in each individual that we meet. It is a new day and a new way. Learn and leaving yesterday behind with all of its faults and failings, and turn over a new page. Why drag your old self into this new day? Come forth and just allow the celebration to begin. By the means of your lessons, and not dwell so much on what has happened in the past, but what can happen in the future, as we just allow that to unfold in a most natural and easy way. And join me in a moment of meditation, just recognizing God right here and right now, and knowing that this celebration service today is blessed in a most magnificent way with ease and grace. And we just say thank you for that. And whether the individual is here in the sanctuary today, or whether the individual is at home somewhere, or maybe in a car watching on their phone, we just say blessings, 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 knowing that their consciousness with this message today is raised up in the most magnificent way, and that their life is more than it has been in the past, and we just allow it to be, allow it to unfold, and be a blessing to all around this individual. So we just say thank you. Thank you, thank you for that good in God essence that is what is within each one of us. We just say thank you, thank you, thank you. And as we know that to be so, together we can say, and so it is. Yes, yes, yes. And just recognizing that good right here and right now, and recognizing the good in this young lady who has brought, I know many times for myself and maybe for you all too, some wonderful laughter. And we just enjoy her presentation so much. Welcome, Dawn Bauer, please.
Wait, where's my song?
It ain't hard to see all that's going wrong. I know it's far too easy now to sing sad song. To sing sad song. Yeah.
with music because music makes me so happy. Right? Thank you, guys. I could keep listening to that song, and you guys are jamming to it too, right? Anybody else music makes you happy? How about the Big Love Band, speaking of music? We got guitar solos and drum solos going on up here. It's amazing stuff. How many of you are happy all the time? Awesome. All right, we got a few. I'm going to follow you around and test you on that. How many of you believe them? I mean, it might be true, though. It might be true. It might be true. They might be doing some of the things that I'm going to talk about with you today. But when we think about happiness, what do you guys think about? This is an all play, by the way. What do you think about? Choice. Did you say coffee? Coffee? Choice? Laughter? Love? Crackers? Practice. A new puppy. A good night's sleep. Oh, I had a good night's sleep last night. I needed that. Food. Music and dancing. Absolutely. Dawn, oh, thanks. Spirit. Absolutely. Nobody said this one. I'm surprised, but I think about babies. Are you guys thinking about babies now? But you also might think about this line right here. Has anybody ever heard this? Don't be a baby. Don't be a baby. Stop being a baby. Has anybody heard that before? And what are they talking about? They. Stop crying, stop whining. Right? And, oh, the baby, the sad little baby. Now, what's interesting, though, about babies is once they get what they need, they're happy again. They're happy again. I was a photographer. I did a lot of things in my life, as you all know. I was a photographer at JCPenney for 5 years, my senior year in high school, and all 4 years of college. And there were a lot of babies that came in there. And there was a lot of crying babies that came in there. They were scared. It's a dark room, and I've got like this camera that's moving up and down, and the backgrounds are changing. And all I needed was like a box and Elmo popping out, and they're like, ah, snap. Like, oh, I forgot, I was scared. I didn't even remember that anymore. Why do babies cry? Babies cry as a way to communicate their needs to caregivers, usually because they are hungry, tired, uncomfortable, like a dirty diaper, in pain, too hot or cold, overstimulated, or simply need attention and reassurance. And then once that's good, then they're fine. Babies do not go, well, she brought the bottle now, but she took her long enough. Next time I'm gonna remember this, and I'm gonna tell her all about it. Remember last time you didn't bring me the bottle? It took you 5 minutes? Babies don't do that, do they? Do they? They don't. They do not. Okay, let's look at this happy picture. Look at the happy baby. So even though there's this saying, don't be a baby, I say, be a baby. Be a baby. Be a baby in the way of just let it go, move on, be happy. You can choose. You said choice. You can choose happiness. So the art of happiness is what I'm talking about today. And this month's theme is all about, hey, we talk a lot about the science of mind, but then there's this art side of it too. And if you even think of studies, I was thinking about this actually today in meditation. I wasn't even thinking about talking about this. But so my degree is in education. But what's really unique about my degree, I did not know this at the time, but most education degrees are Bachelor of Arts. Mine was a Bachelor of Sciences. I really don't know the difference because I didn't get the other one. So I don't know. I only have the Bachelor of Science, but I do know that I have been very curious about science. So even though we're going to be talking about the art, and I'm going that direction, I want to kind of lay some foundation about the science. So what happens around 2 years old, and that can change for the individual, is that our ego starts to develop. And by the way, there's 9 stages, and then there's like this 10th stage that just may be coming out on the ego. A lot of stages. And we're not going to go over those today because this is not a psychology class or a human growth and development class, but just know there's these many stages. So the ego starts to develop at 2 years old, and what starts to happen is that we realize our separateness. But we know the truth is we're not. But our ego starts to tell us, oh, I'm not really attached to my mom. I was at one point, right? But I'm not. And she's over there, and those kids are over there, and that's mine. And so we start to learn how to protect ourselves, because up until this point, I mean, still at this point at 2 years old, hopefully 2-year-olds are still being protected by their family. They're being fed, and they're being, housed and clothed and things. But that's when this starts to develop, around that age, where we start to develop these things in our mind to protect ourselves, physically and emotionally. So this is an NLP communication model, and NLP stands for neuro-linguistic programming. But I love this model because, very briefly, I'm just going to kind of explain how this works. So do I have a little dotty thing that I can use? No? I don't have a dotty thing. Okay, imagine I was pointing over to external event. Okay, so things are coming into our mind, and we are taking all of these in through our 5 senses. And if you can't read that tiny print, it says 2 million bits of information. Whew. In order for us to process that much information, we filter it. We filter it based on, we generalize things, we delete information, I don't need that information, we distort things, we exaggerate things. Anybody feel like this resonate with you? Okay, we do all these things, so then now we have 5 to 9 chunks of information, which sounds a little bit more digestible, right? And then we come up with this internal representation. What does that mean? That's like an internal picture idea in our mind about what's happening here. We're making some decisions, judgments, stories, fill in the blank. And then that causes a state of emotion, how we're feeling about that picture. Based on that state, we have a physiology. Everybody show me sadness. Show me sadness. Oh, very good. Yeah, I'm seeing all of this, right? Like drop shoulders. Show me anger. Right? Oh, I like tension. Right? Show me happiness. Yeah. Ooh. Right? So, and then there's all these variances, not just those 3, right? There's all these. And so there's this physiology that happens. And based on that, we have a behavior that comes out. Now, the behavior is important to remember when we notice our own behaviors and other people's behaviors. It's not who they really are. It's just because of this thing that just happened for them, right? And so when we think of happiness, it's that state. Now, Look at the meta programs in the middle. I don't know if you can see all those. It says values, beliefs, values and beliefs. So the filters are based on our past experiences, what's happened before, the beliefs that we've created, the beliefs of our family, the beliefs of our culture, the beliefs of our society, the beliefs of our religion, our values. We're figuring out what our values are, even if we're not naming them consciously. So based on all of these things, the things that are important to us, that's how we're filtering things. So when things are coming in, we're like, meh, our mind is just automatically like, that doesn't belong because it doesn't fit my belief. So I don't see it. Right? Okay. So there are these saboteurs. This is from Positive Intelligence. There are these 9 saboteurs, and then the judge, everybody has the judge. And I'm just going to leave it here for a moment so you guys can take a moment to read all of these. These are all the different ways that we get in our own way. There is a test if you want to find out what your top ones are. You just look at Positive Intelligence, and you can find out what yours are. But the thing is about these is they are trying to help you. Remember when we talked about when you're a baby? These are trying to help you stay safe, right? Physically and emotionally, okay? And so the judge is the master saboteur. Everybody has that one first, and then you've got these other ones that are accomplices. So let's talk a little bit about the judge. First of all, we judge ourselves. What are some judgments, critiques that you make about yourself? How do you criticize yourself? Not enough blank. The way you look. You're too skinny, you're too fat, you're too tall, you're too short. I should have. Or I shouldn't.
You'll always be stuck in a situation and you get the thought of, I can't get out of this, so this is just how it always is.
This is how it always is. I can't get out of this. I'm stuck. I'm going to be here forever. If only. If only this would happen, then I would be happy. Poor me. Ooh, that's that victim coming in. Yeah. So when we think about these judgments, we don't often get underneath of those and how it's really trying to help us. So what's one that we can use? Let's see. Well, for the overachiever is another hyperachiever. What was one of the last ones you said? If only, so like give me an example. If only what? If only you practice more, then what would that give you?
I would be better at what I do and people would acknowledge me.
Okay, so good. So we're going down this track. Can we keep going? So if only I would practice more, then I would be better, then people would acknowledge me. And if people acknowledge you, what would that give you?
Money in my pocket.
No, so this is just for Ralph. This is not an all play. This is only Ralph. Okay, so when you have acknowledgement, what does that give you?
Satisfaction?
And when you have satisfaction, what does that give you?
Happiness?
And when you have happiness, what does that give you?
Contentment?
And when you have true contentment, what does that give you?
Peace?
And when you have peace, what does that give you?
That's enough.
So what I just taught you is something that you can do anytime you're having a self-criticism. Keep asking yourself and keep digging. You're going to get to either peace or love, usually, is what it comes down to. Those God qualities. Because underneath of that is the truth. Underneath of it is the truth. Now let's talk about how we judge others, shall we? What are some judgments we have of other people? Nobody in this room, but like, somebody else maybe. What are some judgments we have of other people? They don't show up? They don't shut up. Mister, just shut up. They don't know what they're talking about. That's a great judgment.
You're in my space.
You're in my space. Get out of my space. I can't believe they wore that. Who do they think they are walking around in that outfit? I can't believe they said that. They must be crazy saying that. I would never say that.
They need to go back to school. My dad used to say that all the time.
They need to go back to school. They're not educated enough.
Yes. Oh my God, yeah.
What did their parents teach them? They were raised very interestingly. And this is all based on, again, our values and beliefs that we're projecting onto them. Now, if we use that same tool, right, that same little trick I told you, it's like, they need to be educated. Okay, let's go with that. Will you play with me? Sure. Okay, so they need to be educated. When they get educated, what does that give you?
A degree.
No, what does it give you?
Gives me that I can have a conversation with them and it's not going to be awkward.
Okay, so that you can feel comfortable having a conversation with them. And when you can feel comfortable having a conversation with them, what does that give you?
Gives me satisfaction. Oh, that other people will be like this, so I'm less likely to say, go back to school or you stupid clueless idiot.
Okay, so you feel like if you could have a comfortable conversation with people, then you would not be so judgy. And so judgy. And when you're not judgy and grouchy, what does that give you?
It makes you more at peace and it makes you able to
It makes
difficult situations.
you. I'm asking you.
Yeah, no.
It gives you more peace?
It gives me more peace. My wife says I'm less snarky and I'm less likely to.
So, and when you have more peace, what does that give you?
I'm happier, and it means if something weird's going to come at me the next time, I can handle it better.
Okay. And we can keep going through this cycle. So he got back to peace.
Yeah.
You can try this with anything. It's going to be something like love or peace or ultimate bliss or like everything, like just these words that just really are just coming back to God. So I want to give you these tools because this part is the art. This is how we can be creative. And we're not going to make our judge wrong. We're going to embrace it. I love this very simple quote, no mud, no lotus. No mud, no lotus. Yes, ma'am.
Can we ask questions?
Sure.
Can I ask the big question?
I will do my best.
Why would one rely on somebody else to bring them to peace?
We're not relying. What we're doing is we're noticing that that's our pattern. That's the ego's pattern, right? And it's trying to protect us. But it's helping us in the moment remember the truth. So when we catch ourselves in those judgments, we don't want to stay there, right? Remember, the baby doesn't stay there. The baby's like, okay, I got my thing, let me move on. But we tend to pitch a tent. I'm going to camp out here until they get themselves an education so we can have a conversation so I can have some peace. Do you see how silly that sounds? But it is what we do. Right? So instead, let me get to peace first, and I don't need them to go get their education. I'm going to realize, okay, well, what I really need is peace, so let me go figure out how to do that, because that's on me. Does that answer your question? Yes, okay. Thank you. So no mud, no lotus. We really want to embrace this part of ourselves because it's helping us. And there is a reason why we have this ego, I believe. This is my belief. You can take it or leave it, I don't care. That if we didn't, then how would we get to this consciousness of remembering who we are? Does that make sense what I'm saying? Yes. Babies are just, they're just being, right? They're just being, they're just it. They're just in their God selves just floating along, right? But if that ego didn't come through and we didn't get to have these conversations, right? And go through these stages, would we ever even, like, do animals sit around and think about, I wonder if I'm like part of nature in some way, like God, you know? Like if I'm one with God. They don't have I don't think they have those conversations. They don't have those thoughts. So we get to sit around and judge each other until we figure it out. No mud, no lotus. So where does the judge hang out? We know happiness hangs out in the state area, right? And so if we can change our state from frustrated that they don't have an education and I can't have a good conversation and now I'm gonna let them have it, right? My behavior. Let me get to happy. How can I do that? And I go back. Where's the judge, do you think, in this? The meta programs. It's happening right there where the filters are coming in. So we really have to catch ourselves quick. We have to catch ourselves quick, give ourselves a timeout, pause, and say, you know what? This narrow pathway that I've been walking down this whole time, that's like this deep groove, and when it rains, the water just goes right through it. There's no grass that grows there. It's so easy to just walk down that path. Now I have to get my machete out, and I have to start cutting down the grass and the trees over here because I want to go this way. So the art, this is the science, this is how it works. The art is making a new choice because that is something else we can do. Babies don't. If they're sad, they're sad. If they're in pain, they're in pain. If they're hungry, they're hungry. They're not making these decisions. So we are choosing to I'm just going to pitch this tent. I'm just going to stay here. Or we're choosing to go back and figure out what's really going on here and where do I need to make a change. Yeah? Following? Oh, forward. There we go. We use the place where we fall to help us stand up. This is another great one. We use the place where we fall to help us stand up, similar to the no mud, no lotus. I think about that. Think about I love to visualize things. I was like, I just fell down. Like, how would I get back up if the sidewalk wasn't still there for me to push myself back up? Right? So we use that place where we fall, whether that's to teach us lessons or whatever, and embrace all of it. We need all of it. Okay. Now, the next thing that I want to talk to you about is being present. So this is how we can use that art, right? Use that choice. So this is the definition that I found of present. There's, as an adjective, existing or occurring now. Where are we when we're judging? In the past. and hallucinating. We're not here. Or sometimes we're in the past, judging based on these past experiences, blah blah blah, all these values, and we're thinking about how it's going to be in the future based on the past. Right? If only I could get this thing, then in the future I could be happy. Again, we could do it right now. Right? And so I want to, this is a mindfulness exercise that you have maybe done before. And if you have, great, do it again with us. Because you're going to be coming into it a different way now. I want you to be coming into this exercise with these thoughts in your mind of how can I use this and how can I do it right now so that I remember to use it in the moment. So when you can catch yourself and pause and just real quick, this doesn't take very long. We're going to go through the different senses. And I know these are small words, but if you want to take a picture, I'm leaving it up there so you can take a picture of it. I wanted it to be up there for you. The first one is, I want you to look around, and I want you to notice 5 things, just in your own mind. You don't need to tell your neighbor what they are. Just notice 5 things that you see, describing what they look like in your own mind, the color, the shape. Five things that you see. And once you've done that, I want you to identify 4 things just near you that you can touch and feel. It might be your skin. It might be, this is a really great one, rubbing your thumb and your finger together so softly that you can feel the ridges on both fingertips. Maybe it's your clothing and just noticing the texture. Maybe it's the seat you're sitting on. And once you've done that, 3 things, notice I did 5, 4, 3 things you can hear. Might be close sounds or far away sounds, and I'll stop talking so you can find 3 things that you can hear. And now 2 things that you can smell. Yes, it's okay to smell your neighbor. I saw that happening.
Smell your coffee.
Smell yourself. Yeah, smell your coffee. And then lastly, think of one thing that you can taste, and it may just be your saliva. So this is a quick and easy way. It takes just a couple minutes to do this, to get yourself back here in this present moment, because you can't be anywhere else when you do these things. You're right here, right now. And then you can start to think about empathizing with whether you're judging yourself or judging someone else. Empathize with yourself, empathize with that person. Can I think of anything else that might be going on here? Can I create some different viewpoints? That's my favorite thing to do. What else could be going on here? Let me go there first before my mind is going down this other way, which is a story that I created based on my values and beliefs and blah, 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 that might not be true and probably isn't. Let me create something else until I know the truth. And the truth is that we are all God, right? And then taking action differently. I'm going to go down the other way. I'm going to keep walking down this way until this is the easy path. and this no longer has grass growing on it. It's easy for me to walk down this path of being a baby, getting right back to happiness. Because we might not be happy about said situation, but we can still be happy. Do you see the difference? We can still be happy. And so, here's your call to action. Catch your judge. Catch it. And by the way, you can catch your judge with some humor. Okay? Catch your judge in a way that if you want to name your judge, by the way, I sat with myself and I was like, what's the name of my judge? Bertha came up. So, of course, I had to look up, what does Bertha mean? Bertha actually is like enlightened one or something like that. And I was like, oh, thank you, Judge, my enlightened one, helping me reach my enlightenment, right? So anyway, you can figure out whatever and be like, oh, there you are again, Bertha, right? We can just name it, call it out. Call it out. Thanks, Bertha. Heard ya. Right? We can play a game with it like, ooh, I caught ya. I won. You know, 1 more point for me. We can say it in a funny way like, oh, that guy should go get an education and then I can feel better about talking to him. We laugh at ourselves when we do, right? So like making fun of it. Make it a fun little game to catch your judge. Love all of you. Right? These are not, like, there's so often we're like, oh, the ego is bad and it's trying to destroy me. No, it's actually trying to help you. So just remember that. And we also don't have to go down that road. We can remember the truth of who we are and be present. Be present. And so our affirmation today is, I am enough. I am love. So everybody say those 2 phrases there. I am enough. I am love. And if you are open and willing, let's take this into prayer. I just invite you to close your eyes. Just basking in this joy that we have created here today. We're sitting in today. That joy is God. Knowing that God is all that is, that we are one with it, that our true nature is God's nature, which is love and peace and joy and all of those juicy God characteristics. We know what it feels like when we remember. And we are doing that right now, remembering the baby in us that easily floats to happiness, to whatever emotion is coming up, and doesn't park there, doesn't pitch a tent there, just allows it to flow. It doesn't feel guilty. It just moves back into happiness so easily, without judgment. And if it feels good, wrap your arms around yourselves and just hug yourself. Hug that baby self of you. Hug the adult self of you. Let all those parts of you just come together right now in the wholeness. All of you. Everything that you are. Knowing that all of those parts are here to support you on this journey. And that everyone is on their own journey, and that is okay. And you are okay. You are enough. And so is everyone else. Everybody say, I am enough. and with the most heartfelt gratitude, I release these words, knowing they are done. It is so. I am love, and so it is. Thank you. What's that? Oh, am I? Oh, I've never done it before. Surprise! Okay. I don't even know what to say. Now is our tithing time, and we know that we are, it's not just about the funds that we give, the money that we give, but also our time here. So you volunteering is very supportive. Anything, I know sometimes we have people offering their artwork for sale here. So, consider all of the different ways that you can tithe here. And so we are going to not do the volunteer of the month yet, right? We're going to do, there we go. So you can text to support 239-320-3820. You can send your contributions through PayPal. And then there's also a donate button on the website. And so for those of you at home, too, that are watching, please know that there's many ways for you to give. You can also mail a check, and there's our address there up on the screen, Center for Spiritual Living, Cape Coral, 406 Southeast 24th Avenue, Cape Coral, Florida, 33990. And so now I think we get a song. The ushers are going to be coming around. Imagine that you are holding your offering. If you are going to do it digitally, just imagine that you're holding that in your hands near your heart, and let's say this together. Today, I know the activity of divine abundance is at work in my life and the life of this center. I give and receive generously as I live in the flow of bountiful good, and so it is.
Standing as one in the presence of the power, standing where others have stood. Gladly we offer the gifts of our abundance, knowing the source of our good. Standing as one in the presence of the power, standing where others have stood. Gladly we offer the gifts of our abundance, knowing the source of our good.
And so just lifting all of our hearts in so much gratitude for the abundance of each and every person in this room, and collectively this community is overflowing with so much abundance because we do truly know the source of our good, and that good is God. And we know that these funds will be perfectly placed exactly where they need to be to continue to grow this center and to grow the message that God has brought through each and every one of us here to share and spread. In gratitude, I give thanks, and so it is. And so it is.
See, Dawn, it wasn't that difficult. to come with prejudgments. So nervous. Nobody was judging her, right? Nah, not us. Our annual meeting will be held in March. The date will be forthcoming, so make sure you stay tuned or hang out and find out about that later. And upcoming Beautification Day, Sunday, February 9th, today after service. So go on out. Patty's here. I know Phyllis will be out there and whoever else is good to go. Pam's going to be there. Well, you better join her then. Probably Jacob. Jacob, you going to be out working in the yard? No? And today, if you're curious about becoming a member, which I highly recommend, especially since when we have a new minister candidates, or new minister candidates plural, you will be able to vote if you're a member. So, you know, it would be worth your while to become a member. And if you're interested, just stay after service here today, and they're going to be showing a video that we showed on our 50th, and that's really interesting. So yeah, hang out for a few minutes, and Kay will get you started with that. And don't miss your miracle. So we're all in need for miracles from time to time, and our practitioners will be up front here for your 1-minute miracle. Some of them are really anxious to pray for you, Cheryl. So with that, don't forget to get your miracle, and thank you, and have a wonderful, wonderful week. And this is the week of love, so we love each other. And don't forget to come out to game night and Eddie Watkins Jr. concert. And if you don't know who he is, look him up on the internet, because he's played with some Motown bands, and he plays, what, at Mile High? Is it? He plays all over the place, so he is really awesome. And it's going to be a dance party, so you know I'm going to be here. So, all right, let's welcome and close out with the Big Love Band. Everybody get up on your feet.
Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody have a wonderful week.